Well, what's going on here then? Phil and Holly had a fallout? Let's start at the beginning. This is Philip Schofield. This is Holly Willoughby. And this is Timothy Schofield, the brother of Philip Schofield. Philip Schofield, who has presented a TV show called This Morning for at least 20 years, came out as gay. It was then that the rumours started to appear. And here's where it all gets a bit sinister.
And you have to talk it through.
And I think it's really important to stress as well that you haven't had your hand forced here at all.
This is my decision.
This is your...
Rumours started to appear that Philip was involved in grooming a boy called Matthew McGreevy. Philip and Matthew actually met in a theatre group that they were both a part of, and at the time Matthew was only 11. And then, when Matthew turned 18, Philip got him a job on the This Morning TV show. And the pair have been seen out together on several occasions. And also, Philip followed Matthew on Twitter when he was just 15. Now, the rumours that Philip groomed this boy have not been either confirmed or denied by Philip or Matthew McGreevy. And since then, Matthew has left This Morning to work on another TV show, and apparently the pair haven't spoken since. It was also alleged that Philip Schofield sent a 17-year-old boy on TikTok messages. Though apparently those messages were wholesome in nature, it's still a bit strange for a 60-year-old man to be messaging a 17-year-old boy. Now, when Philip came out as gay, Holly Willoughby gave Philip her full support. She stated this on her own Twitter, and she stated this live on air at the time. It was also rumoured that Philip had a gagging order on the UK press, which prevented them from breaking certain stories. Those stories we'll never know. However, all of these rumours just seem to subside and disappear over time. So that was the beginning. And here's the middle. Philip Schofield's brother, Timothy Schofield, who formerly worked with the police, has been convicted of child molestation charges. Though he protests his innocence and states the boy was 16, of legal age and consented, he got found guilty of all charges and was given 12 years in prison. At this point, Philip took a 3-week break from This Morning and issued a statement publicly disowning his disgraced brother. In the statement, he also mentioned that Holly gave him her full support and has been his rock. Apparently, he didn't tell Holly that he was going to say that in his statement, which is where the rumours started that the two of them had fallen out. This led to some very awkward TV moments like this. And this.
Travelled to the beautiful city of Split for her first part of the Croatian adventure. Let's take a look at what she got up to.
Ofcom have now received complaints that Philip still hosted This Morning and the public turned their backs on him. Since then, Philip has now left the This Morning TV show and he issued a statement saying this. The question is, did he fall or was he pushed? Eamon Holmes seems to think he was pushed.
Oh, stop, please, let's just stop this. He was sacked. Right, all this nonsense about giving him credit. I've decided to step down. I'm sure you did.
Holly Willoughby has since issued a statement of her own, saying that the couch will never be the same without Philip, which seems to show warmth towards Philip. However, her actions on the show were very different. ITV have also stated that Philip will still continue to host shows, including Dancing on Ice and the NTA Awards. Now, some say there is no smoke without fire, or they say that Philip hasn't actually been accused of anything or charged with anything, so he shouldn't be tarred with the same brush as his brother. Whilst that might be true, in my opinion, if you're a 60-year-old man, you shouldn't be interested in talking to 17-year-old boys. And there are, of course, some celebrities that seem to have had his number from the very start. And that's a shout out to our very own Kim Woodburn.
Horrible man. And I don't know why he's still on television. I went on his show and he insulted me. He was rude. He was horrible. He was laughing at me. He was absolutely sniggering at me.
What do you think about Philip Schofield? Is he completely innocent, or is there going to be more stories to come? Let us know in the comments.